All right, everybody. If you look at my face and I look like my feelings are hurt, it's true. They are. I just recorded this one time. Standing up tonight. Mr. J. Howard, concept business success. My feelings are hurt because I recorded this video and for some reason, the audio decided not to come through. Anyway, I'm excited to be here today, kicking off this brand new series. If this video brings you any value, content is exciting, you like it, you want to see more, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Super excited about this series. As I said before, I go by Mr. J. Howard, and this series is called Flip, Roll Up with Mr. J. Howard. All right. Standing today, see cake in my background. It was my birthday the other day. Some of y'all celebrate every day of the year or every weekend. I celebrate once a year. All right. Just little old me. So I'll get rid of the cake later. What we're going to do, we're going to go through a series of photos and some videos. And I'm going to have to break this down because I have like 500 freaking photos and videos throughout. I am a project manager for Concept Properties 1. I flip properties. Some I manage projects for clients that are flipping rental properties or flipping properties to sell, as well as flip my own. I do some new construction, etc. Oftentimes I get my hands dirty. I can pretty much dive in any trade. My favorite is plumbing. Don't tell nobody. All right. But I can get my hands dirty in framing, roofing, plumbing, masonry work, electrical. I haven't really ever done mechanical, so HVAC, etc. Not sure I want to either. Guys, there is something weird about this tree. Take a look at the face it's making over here on the left. So I'm noting some things about this software that I'm using that I promise you by the next time I cut a video, I will tweak some of these things. So I want this series to be extra special for you to be able to see a day in the life, or maybe a day in the life in photos and videos, all right, of what a project manager does or what a flipper does. If you know me, you know that I have a wholesale course. I teach wholesale real estate. So all my wholesale students, my concept thinkers, this would be a house I teach in my course that you would be stopping everything you're doing to get in contact with this owner, to let them know that you can get a deal in front of them. If you're in my area in South Carolina, reach out to me if you find a deal like this. I will help you get that deal closed for a very small fee, out of your wholesale earnings, of course, and or I can get the property sold. So shoot it over to me and or flip it. All right. So this series will be some more walkthroughs, and I'll continue as I progress to do more video. So I'm doing, I was really just getting a lot of questions to kind of do this and requests, show more videos, et cetera, et cetera. And, YouTube gives you a platform to be able to kind of put it together. But as far as I'm concerned, TikTok allows you to mix all these videos together and do some really cool things. So I thought this would be a good way so I can still have you take advantage of sharing the photos with you and some of the videos, and then kind of talk and walk through. This tree is really tripping me out, y'all. I don't know if you, top left corner of your screen, this is some weird stuff. All right, let's dive into this home. So flip this for a client that was keeping it as a rental property. I'm running out of water, so I'm gonna have to go get some in a minute. Listen, really creepy tree, and then a creepy doll just sitting in the front. I didn't put this there. All right. I believe the gentleman was there that lived there passed. Rest in peace. Sorry to hear that. I believe that's what I was told. The fact that someone was living here anyway in this condition was already crazy. As you can see, it's like 3 different roof systems. All right. And when we go into the roofing photos, you'll be able to see this. Holy smoke. It was like metal, 3 layers of shingle. Bottom had it's crazy. And then it's siding. All right, all you experts out there, feel free to dive in in the comments here. Let me know what the heck this is called. It kind of feels like a roof shingle, and then it's like multicolored, blah blah blah. We talked about painting it, and then it was just too much damage throughout, and then just not knowing how to replace that, and crazy. Listen, couch on the porch, just in case you want to lounge, have a good time. Awnings over your window. No, don't want too much rain, sunshine. If you see me looking over this way, it's because I have multiple screens, and that screen is letting me see what you all are seeing. So I'm looking over there, looking over here at my camera. So sorry. All right. Two front doors. So it used to be an old porch. We turned it into a bathroom later. So you'll see that. That is not the address. Not really sure why that's there, but we ended up putting the E911 address above the door when we finish. Yeah. Gas, pretty nice sized yard. Clearly a house that needs some work. So let's dive in. All right. Dumpster, which someone nicely caught on fire for us. Let's just call them a product user in the area. Decided to go inside the dumpster, house themselves, use their products, and caught it on fire. Shout out to the house next door. We were working on a contract, so we could flip that one as well. If I zoom out, maybe it'll let me. It's a lot of photos in this folder, you all. So don't mind, we're going to cover them all. And I'm going to break this series down. So we'll do, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, etc. So we can keep going through it and make sure that we get you all the full experience. I don't want y'all to miss this stuff. All right. Boom. So obviously some work and some framing has already started in this photo. We closed that door in, framed it in. On the left side, put the window. There's a good reason why I did not, move the window over to the front. I just don't remember why. Have to get with the framer. But there was a reason, and it was legit. But for whatever reason, we closed that in for the door and made that wall. All right. Don't y'all love all the pink and, oh my God, wait till you see the colors on the inside. It's like a yellow, pink, blue explosion in there. All right. This is a view from the side. Crawl space is about maybe this big. Sucked. All right, but got in there, got it done. And then you can see the backyard on the left side of the photo. Boom, look at that roof. Oh my goodness. A lot of good stuff going on. A lot of growth too, seeds in the air, vegetation was just so nice to just grow through this roof. Hey, concept thinker students. Y'all, whoa, boy, this is the one. Jump on this. All right, jump on it. So let's see, just some, definitely didn't leave that vapor barrier or house wrap, whatever you want to call it, plastic, there. That was just to not allow rodents and stuff to come inside and house themselves while we awaited more plywood. All right. So huge tree, home inspectors. Bet y'all are excited about that one. But the limbs that were putting everything in jeopardy already fell. So don't worry. No dangers to the house. We should be good to go. But hell, this was before then, so whatever. All right, backside view of the house. All right. Colors, man, colors. Look at all this nice vegetation growing on a roof. Algae, moss. I just call it vegetation. It's growth. All right, growth is growth. I seen a video one time they were putting like grass and bushes and all that stuff like on the side of the highways and doing like some overpasses for like animals to cross. That's what I think of when I see this. More than that, everywhere I see the green on that roof, I see dollar signs. Shout out to wholesale real estate. All right, cool. So you'll notice this type of flip, stand within budget, stand within timeline, etc. I'm prepared for it in the comments. I love it. Give me some advice, give me some tips, give me your opinions. Some of these things you'll notice that we had to just make some on the fly adjustments with. Not You're not going to see a lot of things that are perfect. You're not going to see a lot of errors either, but you will see some. I am imperfect, and we're growing. For this project, I mostly didn't have my personal hands in. It was more project management for me, so I was managing the vendors that were doing some of the work. I squeezed them. I gave them super tight timelines. Like, we didn't do every piece of sheetrock, and we didn't do, we did repairs, and it was different sheetrock in there, so we had to match it. We had to be creative. All right, it's a rental flip. I think it turned out to be an excellent product, great rental property, but definitely, we had to make some tight squeezes and adjustments along the way to make sure that it was working. All right, and it did, and I'm proud of it. All right, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll keep it going. So some framing here. Look at these colors. Oh my God, there was a smoker in here, you all. All right, and they smoked a lot. So I know you're gonna say all you got to do is use Kills, and all you got to do is use this paint and blah blah blah. But we primed, we used the paint, we did everything we could, and still had to put like 3 or 4 coats on. The damn wax just kept bleeding through. It's crazy. It just kept bleeding through, bleeding through, bleeding through. We washed it off with Clorox and did different things like that, and it was wild, y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all are gonna love this series because I'm getting down and dirty. I'm gonna show y'all the photos, the videos. We're gonna make sure we show y'all what's going on. So some more framing. Of course, plywood went up. Don't worry. Then insulation, etc. Guys, look at this bathroom floor. All right, that's where the tub was. My zoom is acting weird, and I don't think you can see anything from here anyway. Let me go to the next one. I think there it is. Woo! Nice skylight from the floor. It wouldn't really be a skylight. Ground light, I guess. Anyway, look at all that good old plumbing on the left side. Some copper. All right. It's crazy. Tape all over it. So, of course, we got to replace this, right? Got to support all that rotted wood. Pull out what you can. Put some support in there, some fresh wood. Get you some new joists. Support them. Put you some hangers on them, put a brace. I mean, it's a lot of stuff you got to do here. And we did it, and I'll show you. All right. No shortcuts there. We don't want people falling through floors. All right. Still another, for any of you that have virtual tape measures, you can see that's really not a lot of space in the crawl space. All right. But got to do what you got to do. Try to take advantage of doing as much plumbing once we got this down, and still had some of the plywood up so you can get under there and do what you need to do. Because once we created that tight space, it was tight. It was tight, I'm telling you. All right. So let's see if we can get this thing. All right. Boom. So make sure I still can see you all. There we go. All right, so amazing colors, a little mix of wallpaper. Just in case you didn't have enough variations of different stuff going on in here, feel free to join on in, because that's what we got going on here. Really weird layout. So this back area here where this wall is, where you see the, I don't know if you can see my cursor. I'll fix that before the next video. So on that back wall there, you'll see the green spots. So that was your kitchen. It's really weird. And walking to your kitchen, you had to go through this area where the ladder is. That was your laundry room. So of course we had to change that, modernize the paint, get it upgraded, and kind of make sure we upgrade this layout a little bit. So the framing on the left side is a water heater closet. So these people had a water heater, a tall boy, like a 40-gallon, turned sideways, laying on the floor, on the ground, underneath the crawl space. I don't know. Didn't sound safe to me. Just imagine this tall water heater just laying down on its side. Empowering the freaking hot water. Insane. All All right. So here's that framing we talked about for that water heater closet. So what's going on in here? You're gonna have your water heater in place, and then again, just kind of reconfiguring this layout so it's working for that tenant that rents this property, and then giving them some other storage options, and um, just really trying to enhance that whole layout. Of course, we went through upgraded electrical fixtures. Um, the broken windows got fixed. Again, this was the old washer and dryer kind of. No, this was the kitchen. Sorry about that. Stove, kitchen towards the rear window, etc. And then on the right side of this kind of knee wall area is the half wall. Sorry, was the washer and dryer. It's kind of weird. You'll see the layout as we continue with the photos. Um, I, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess is the whole thing. So, very very sticky kind of areas on all this stuff. So we ended up cutting out a little bit more sheetrock than we probably intended to in the first place. Kind of hard picture to see, but you got some nice yellow walls in here. These were the walls that drove me crazy. All right, in the living room area and in the bedroom is where like all the smoke was. All right, so you just saw a whole bunch of nasty smoke, like bleeding through. I had never seen this before, right? As a matter of fact, once we painted over it, we were having issues with it, and we started wiping like bleach water and all kind of stuff on it to kind of get it going. We just kept coming back. It's like every day we came back, and it was like little drips of brown. Oh man, it was disgusting, right? So of course, once we started painting, that stuff started bleeding through instantly too, y'all. I don't mean like the next day. All right. In the beginning, it was next day because we would wipe it down and be like, all right, great, it's gonna be good, and then come back next day and it's back. And it's like, wait, did we forget this wall? It was really weird. Then when we started painting, we would paint and then it would bleed through that. It was insane. It was insane. All right. So be careful. You pick up a flip and a lot of smoke in there. You see them. It kind of looks like tree sap going down your wall. Disgusting. All right. But just be prepared. Clean that thing. Pressure wash it. I'm just joking. Don't pressure wash your walls. All right. Well, wipe that stuff down. Dry it out real good. I would say get some heaters in there. This was per my research. By all means, feel free to do your own. Dry it out real good, and then air it out. Let air just kind of flow through there a little bit. I would say kind of do that wiping of the walls thing maybe twice. Use a lot of water. Use a lot of bleach and some. Boom, let it air out, and then do some keels, and then do your paint. All right, that's a regimen I went through. Feel free to do your own research on what may work for you. All right. All right. Some more outside framing. Got this window in, bringing some nice sunlight in that area. Boom. Lift the hood. You get to get a look underneath. Of course, we cleaned up that debris on the ground. See all the studs on the wall, getting everything secure. Took out some what we didn't need, put some new ones so it's nice and secure. Of course, we're going to insulate that before we put the tub. Well, yeah, insulate it, tub, put you some foam and stuff, seal the cracks, and then put a vapor barrier. You can use house wrap. All right, pop that piece of plywood on down. Look at the support, right? We got us some support, and we do have hangers on the other side. Even though it didn't cross the span, we still wanted to make sure it was extra support since we knew we had issues there before. And then I do believe over on this side towards me, we put a 4x4 on each side for additional support. All right, so just really making sure while we got an opportunity to correct it and we're not crawling, dragging our face on the ground, that we can take advantage of what we got there. All right, just a little bit more framing. Close that window in. That's no longer there because we put that wall and that tub there. So it's tubs around there now. So you can't see out that window. All right. Yeah. So again, I promised I want to keep these videos within good time. So I'm super excited about this series. All right. This is Flip Roll Up with Mr. J. Howard. We're going to post photos and videos as I go through these flips. All right. And I can't wait to get this content to you all. And I will try and throughout the flips, try to have more of my camera out so I can show you guys more. Just real, right? So any mistakes, I'm gonna show you guys pictures of like when I'm drawing on the photo to try to show my contractor and explain something to him. I want y'all to see all of that stuff. All right. This dives into when the roofer got there and seeing the 3 or 4 different layers of roofing. Me and my roofer have been together for like 7 years, been partners and working doing roof work. So metal roof. Look at these different layers. Just look at the different colors that's already on this roof. This is insane, But stuff got to get done, right? Has to get done. So I'm excited. I'm gonna stop it here so I can. I have more than enough content to show you all on the next video. So I want to make sure this is working for you. So I do get a lot of comments and messages about showing more photos and videos throughout the rehab. Trying to get better with that. But I want to hear from you. Does this format kind of work for you, right? Like I said, I know TikTok lets you put like a nice little roll up together and you can show a lot real quick. And we typically get a lot of response from those videos. But we always get a lot of requests for more and more and more of the photos and stuff. And TikTok only lets you, edit that stuff to where it's real short to, kind of put all that stuff together. So I'm asking you to let me know if this format is working for you so we can go through photos like these and talk about all the vegetation that was blessing this house and covering it and give it some great, extra shade. Talk about the 4 or 5 different shingles that are on this roof. This is insane. All right. So we could talk about how we went through the repairs and what we went through to fix this stuff. Like all the holes in this roof here. That is crazy. Getting it clean and skinning it all off so we can get to that repair. I asked this in the last video that didn't record sound. Roofers, tell me what these foam things are called because I absolutely forgot. All right. But yeah, so really, going through these photos and videos so I could show you what a day in the life of a project manager / flipper. We'll just label me a flipper because I do a lot of that. What we do and kind of hopping up here to not just grab photos, but giving a hand to my crews and, managing, making sure that the work is good. So I'm Mr. J. Howard. Continue to like, subscribe, share, follow for more. I can't wait to part 2 of this flip roll up with Mr. J. Howard. And I'm trying to get some pencils and pens and colorful items. So as I'm going through these things, I can show y'all, I can like circle these large amount of holes in this roof that was just clearly letting rainfall come straight through and destroy the floor. All right, and then we can go through these things, and I can tell you and kind of what we did and how we repaired it and what it looks like now. So I'm super excited. Flip roll up with Mr. J. Howard. This is part 1 of a multi-video series. So I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. Good night.